White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer says that most of the fake news journalists just want to be YouTube stars. Here he is talking with Laura Ingraham about how the liberal media are furious that he sometimes holds what are called press gaggles, which are just press conferences in his office instead of the traditional version in the White House press briefing room, where the reporters then can't grandstand in front of the cameras.
Well, first of all, it's not fewer briefings. And again, this is part of the problem, I think, for people who don't take the time to listen to your show or others that inform them entirely. They get this false impression. The reality is that we follow the same practice as past administrations, despite some of the bias that a free press is part of a healthy democracy. But that we would be doing it in some ways that were different and better. We've allowed more access to a lot of folks who haven't had it. And the bottom line is I think that the mainstream media that's had a stranglehold on deciding what information the American people got to see in some ways are upset that more people, more voices are getting an opportunity to get involved in having their questions answered, to participate in our democracy. But the fact is that they've had... We are here, as I mentioned yesterday at the briefing. I get in just usually around 6 a.m. We leave fairly late at night. And so we have an entire press staff that is totally accessible during those hours and on the weekends to the press. I think there's a big difference. What you see a lot of the sniping is there's a lot of them that want to become YouTube stars and ask them snarky question that's been asked 8 times. And that's right. That's their right to do it. But our job is to make sure that we're providing updates and readouts of what the president's doing and the advances that he's making on his agenda.
Here's CNN's White House press correspondent Jim Acosta complaining about how President Trump just doesn't want to talk to him anymore, and he actually admits that the mainstream media is the liberal media.
I don't know why everybody is going along with this. It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it just feels like we're sort of slowly but surely being dragged into what is a new normal in this country, where the President of the United States is allowed to insulate himself from answering hard questions. He hasn't had a full-blown press conference since February. He has these 2+2 press conferences with a foreign head of state where, maybe he'll take a question from a conservative news media reporter and then somebody from the mainstream media. This isn't how we do things in this country, but for whatever reason, we're all going along with it.
Well, that's probably the first truthful thing to come out of Jim Acosta's mouth all year, that the mainstream media is the liberal media. Of course, the mainstream media just can't stand the fact that the independent and alternative press is gaining popularity by the day, and while they claim that the president is cutting off press access, he's actually expanding it by giving out more press passes to smaller and independent media outlets, even Infowars.com, which Jimmy Kimmel now has a problem with.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer might soon be moving to another job in the administration. He's reportedly in the process of interviewing his own replacements. They're looking for someone who's cool under pressure, well briefed on policy, and can keep a straight face when saying, yes, the gentleman from Infowars.
The corporate media are in panic mode because of the rise of popularity of, well, people like me, who has over 1 million subscribers now. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching my back. And look at this garbage from BuzzFeed. Far-right activists are stealing tricks from YouTubers, and it's going to get people hurt. A small group of far-right activists have figured out how to manipulate the media with new viral stunts, and it's getting more and more dangerous. Oh no, YouTubers are becoming more popular, like this beautiful blonde Lauren Southern. We gotta shut her down. Here's another article from BuzzFeed, how YouTube serves as the content engine of the internet's dark side. Everyone knows that Twitter and Facebook spread bad information and hate speech, but YouTube, which pays for conspiracy theories seen by millions, may be even worse. Here's a conspiracy theory for you. Why am I never mentioned in any of these articles attacking conservative YouTubers? I'm the biggest one! Instead, most articles that I've seen attacking conservatives on social media, they just focus on people who have Twitter accounts or smaller YouTube channels. They're never mentioning me at all! I really think they're just trying to ignore me, hoping that I'll somehow go away. But sorry, it's not gonna work. This channel's growing by about 800 subscribers a day. Even Vice News, which was just given $450 million in venture capital to try to build up their media company, admits that there is a battle between YouTube and the mainstream media. They really don't know what to do with us, which is why they've basically just demonetized the entire platform, or anyone who has objectionable or sensitive content, which translates to anybody that has a news channel, as you probably have heard about the YouTube ad apocalypse, which started in April. So I really appreciate everybody's support of the last few months, as I've had to become fan-funded through Patreon and through PayPal. So thanks again for watching my back, you guys. Couldn't do this without you. I'm Mark Dice, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, check back every day for new reports. And we're just gonna keep on going, and I'll see you soon.